Hey guys, you have been doing an amazing job on revising your informational reports and making them that much better. It's important as we're growing into becoming better writers that we understand that it takes a good amount of time in order to get out and produce a published piece of writing. In fact, there are a lot of authors who take years worth of editing and revising before they even can submit it to their publisher to be able to show their books and ultimately get them printed and published to be able to go to Barnes & Noble or wherever the bookstore might be. So it's very important that we follow these steps in the writing process because these are the steps that every writer in the world has to follow. Today, for the revising process, we are going to be looking at expanding our vocabulary. I guarantee that while you've been researching, you have learned some new vocabulary words. And sometimes there are words that you might know before. But for example, when I was researching about my bottlenose dolphin, I saw the word mammal come up a lot. Now, what I did on my notes today was I wrote down mammal underneath my vocabulary words because even though I already knew what a mammal was, does that mean that everybody else in the world knows what a mammal is? No, it doesn't. So it's my job as an expert on the bottlenose dolphin to help you guys become experts on the bottlenose dolphin. And it's the same thing for you. You are an expert. You are becoming an expert in your animal, and you are becoming a teacher to be able to show people more about your animal. Now, this student decided to do their informational report on the trapdoor spider. Even though I don't really love the photograph at the bottom because you know Miss Cantrell doesn't like spiders, this is a feature of a nonfiction text when you have a real photograph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start reading the trapdoor spider, and we are going to stop and talk about some of the vocabulary words that they explained. When talking about spiders, do you ever say that they are smart? After you hear about the trapdoor spider, you might. Trapdoor spiders can be many different colors. They can be reddish brown, yellowish brown, and even black. There are many types of trapdoor spiders too. They have 8 eyes. They also have 8 thick black legs. Trapdoor spiders each have 2 fangs. They are stalky spiders. Ooh, there's a vocab word, stalky, which means that they look large and chunky. So guys, look, they even told us what the definition was. Why do they call this spider the trapdoor spider? First, spiders dig burrows. Oh, look, they even bolded this one. Burrows or holes. They told us what that definition was. Next, the spiders cover the holes with web doors. After that, they peek through the web doors. They wait for their prey or food to walk by. Then they quickly jump out of the doors and grab the prey. Finally, they enjoy the meals they caught. These spiders might sound scary. However, they are non-toxic to humans. Ooh, non-toxic. There's another one. This means that their bite is not dangerous for people. Trapdoor spiders hardly ever bite. They show their fangs if they are taunted or messed with. They can help people by keeping pests out of their gardens. They eat the bugs that harm gardens. Now that you have heard about the trapdoor spider, would you call it a smart spider? Okay, so guys, we have seen a lot of really cool new vocabulary words in this passage about the trapdoor spider. Let's go ahead and take a look at our notes for today in Google Slides. So here is my expert words. Show that you are an expert with your words. As I was doing my research, here are some words that I found for dolphins. Mammal. So in my writing, probably under characteristics, I would write something like, a dolphin is a mammal, which is a warm-blooded animal that gives live birth and milk to her babies. So do you see how I actually told you what a mammal was? Blowhole, that would be something else that I might add into my appearance subtopic, and I would also talk about what the use is for that. Same thing for dorsal fin. Now, echolocation, that would be under my communication tab. And I would want to go very far into how dolphins use echolocation to find their friends. Now, this goes back to what I was showing you yesterday about them having a specific squeak for each other, almost like a name. So I would go into that, and then I would also make sure to define echolocation for my reader. Blubber, I could talk about the fact that blubber is fat that is on a whale or a dolphin or a penguin. Seals have them, and that holds their body heat inside because sometimes they live in colder water environments. Carnivore, I could talk about that in the diet section about how they eat meat. And a marine biologist is somebody who studies ocean life. So do you see how I've given you all of these different vocabulary words that other people might not know, and I've defined those? What you're going to do today is you are going to type your animal in up at the top, and then you are going to type in at least 5 expert words that you think are going to be important to tell your reader about. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your rough draft today, and you are going to find a place where you can put those 5 expert words in and make sure that you define those words to your reader. So I think I might do mammal, blowhole, blubber, dorsal fin. All of those can easily go under my characteristics subtopic of dolphins. And then I'm going to make sure to define those words. And then I might also talk a little bit about a marine biologist because I haven't really gotten to talk too much about that. And I think it's important for people to know that a marine biologist studies animals that are in the ocean. So choose some of those words and then find a place in your writing to put those and then define those. Some of you may have already defined those words, but some of you guys may just have the words. Make sure that you are actually telling your reader what the words mean. Because even though you think that everybody might know something, that's simply not true. So go ahead and go out today, writers, and show everybody your expert words. Happy writing!